We specialise in something so niche that I couldn't even think it was a thing before I started. So we create fully bespoke illustrated artworks of people's cars and their pride and joys. I'm Joe from Road Race Rally, and I think I have one of the most fun day-to-day jobs going. Started 5 years ago at the precise moment of lockdown 1. So I'd studied product design engineering for 4 years, done some graphic design during that, sort of had the passion with the cars, started doing some digital sketches, some physical sketches. I mean, like A4 pieces of paper, just the car this big. And then put everything on Instagram and just daily posted just some cool edits and things like that we'd done. A couple of people started getting in touch going, okay, cool. Could you do my Defender? Could you do my little Clio 182, for example? I was like, yeah, we'll give it a go. And then, yeah, it's just slowly started building up high quality materials, really trying to be the best of the best in such a niche market, but mimic the higher end supercar brands, for example, and bring that experience over. And then 18 months ago, lucky enough to be in a position to get this place and sort of really expand. I've been on my own up to 3 years in, and then to be able to start hiring in and building a really cool team together. And we also work with some amazing brands around the world as customer journey. So creating gifts as part of the customer journey experience. So yeah, it's strange, and you have to pinch yourself every day to think this is even a job for me, let alone for other people. So our process is I've always tried to mimic the automotive industry when you're speccing a car, for example. I love it because it's mimicking your experience actually speccing the car in real life. So mostly myself will get in touch with you and sort of talk you through what you'd like, your space, how many cars, whether it be 1 or 100, we can provide any number of pieces for your collection. So in most cases, we'll like to invite a client down, sit down, go through all the spec examples. We've got a full studio here where we can show you our sort of best of what we can offer. And then from that, we can really do whatever the client wants. I'm a big believer in bespoke meets bespoke. And if a client has an idea, we can do it. We'll then go through different options, sizing, etc. Our most popular is our aluminium and glass, and that's super bespoke down to aluminium color, background, etc. The client will then send us pictures of the car. We can then create the artwork based off the conversations we had previously. You don't leave the project with us and we just create it. You're involved throughout, which I think is really important, especially with such a bespoke piece. Like, these cars are pride and joy for everyone. Like, people have worked their entire lives to own these cars, and I think, especially if you're speccing the car yourself, you know every single detail of that. How to sort of mimic it within an art piece is really important. So I'm a big believer in full sign off. We can run through everything together, and then once myself and the team we have here, and obviously the client yourself, are happy, we can get this signed off, then it goes into full manufacture and we deliver something quite cool to your home or office or man cave. These aren't pieces that sort of are kept for a year or so. We want them to be there in 30, 40, 50 years. They want to be there with the car. And obviously clients have to look at these forever. It's all good us loving them, but the client has to look at these every single day when they're in their garage. A bright red F12 TDF on your wall in here might look fantastic, but in a sort of old school Cornish garage, it's not going to work. So we do a lot of consulting in terms of going to the client's garage, just making sure it all fits perfect in, even down to details such as a project before, we've matched the wallpaper with the background, so the car looks like it fits perfectly. I like to make it fit the place, not just the car. Selling prints off a shelf in your garage wasn't for me. It was never the outset of the business anyway. So I think 3 and a bit years ago, we decided to go fully bespoke and sort of never look back. And the bespoke stuff, I think it's just where my passion is. No matter what you own, you love that vehicle, and that's what matters. Whether you have a Bugatti Divo or a Mazda MX-5, you will have the same experience with us, which I really sort of pride the brand on. I'm Joe Coade, and I'm the founder of Road Race Rally.